Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all shapes and sizes, welcome back to Rossoneri TV. It is Adamo, and yes, I'm finally back on the channel. It has been ages for all those who have missed me. I'm back. There's no need to worry. You don't need to cry anymore because I'm here to stay. And for all those who don't like me, dude, haters are haters, right? Screw haters, bro. Anyways, today I'll be recapping the latest news and rumors going on at AC Milan. Let's start off with those who are investing in those transfers. Nice little transition. The Chinese investor is now Sal Galattiotto. Hopefully I said that right. The broker in the deal has mentioned that Milan fans will find out who is the actual investor very, very shortly. I find this a bit sketchy considering we're this far into the deal. You know, it's practically confirmed that it's happening, and we still don't know who it actually is. I mean, the club obviously know, but us as fans have no idea as to who these actual investors are, so we can't really judge them upon their trustability and anything around that sort. But anyways, hopefully things go well, and hopefully nothing falls through because, you know, anything's still possible at this point. If they still haven't revealed who it is, maybe there's something missing going on, and, you know, they don't want to get too concrete with the fans. But anyways, I guess we'll find out, wait and see, and hopefully this does go through, and hopefully Milan do move forward with these Chinese investors, obviously making their transfer windows far, far more extravagant than they have been in the past few years, with 20 mil on Bertolacci. Anyways, we have been in very, very close contacts with Pjaca, as you guys know. His agent did mention that due to the relationship with Galliani, Milan have a slight advantage to sign the player. You know, obviously an advantage over the likes of Borussia Dortmund and Juventus for the player. Two clubs that are sort of in a better position than Milan as of late. You know, you can't deny that. But I think Pjaca will be interested in the project that Milan have going on. Hopefully that will be going on. And the potential playing time that he will have here being a star player for us. Hopefully that will be the case. I don't know too much about him from what I've heard from people who actually do know about him. He's a very, very good player and will definitely be, you know, not losing out if we spend big on him, and hopefully that actually does happen. But Galliani did meet with Dinamo Zagreb's president and agent to discuss Pjaca, and apparently Milan is willing to do anything possible to sign the player, and that's why they are the team that is currently in the lead, as Juventus aren't willing to kind of pick up the slack, and you know, they're not as committed to Pjaca as Milan are. You know, they already have stacked midfield with Pjanic. You know, you also have Khedira, Marchisio, the whole lot going on, especially with Pogba there as well. So I don't really think that, you know, they're going to spend as big as Milan would for a player like Pjaca because, you know, he's somebody that we could definitely need and could be a crucial player for us. And for Juventus, he would just be somebody who would hopefully break through the team. At least that's what he would think. But anyways, we were very, very close to signing him. And according to multiple sources, Juve may have pulled out of the race, as I said. Now on to other news with Pjaca, of course, our top goal scorer last year. There's conflicting reports concerning Pjaca that continue to swarm the newspapers. First of all, there has been an offer, at least reportedly, from West Ham for 30 million euros for Pjaca. Very, very interesting. It is not the first time they made an offer, but they may want to finally match Milan's demands. There's also reports that Milan might want to sell Pjaca because they want a striker with different characteristics. Obviously, Montella is somebody who likes, you know, players who are very, very good on the ball. Pjaca knows how to control the ball. You know, he's not a big, big, clunky striker, but he's definitely, you know, he could have work in certain areas that Montella would prefer, and I could definitely see this being, you know, something that's an actual case. If we do sell him, Gabbiadini has been reported to be one of the replacements at least. Napoli do value him at 25 million euros, I believe, which is quite a hefty fee for somebody who's been sitting on the bench, obviously behind Higuain, but still, he is a very, very good player. I wouldn't mind having Gabbiadini, but I don't think 25 mil is a logical price tag for him. Maybe 15 to 18, possibly something around those lines, maybe even less than that, because I do think he's been a bit overrated as of late, but he's definitely a player that Milan could use, and going forward could be very, very good. But finally, some reports are mentioning that with the arrival of the Chinese is where it kind of gets a little conflicting here. Pjaca may very well stay. So this could be hinting at the fact that the sale of Pjaca would be used to fund some transfers. But at this point with the Chinese, as they have said, that they will be spending around 400 million euros in 2 years on Milan, we may not need to sell him. But maybe we're not selling him because we need the money. Maybe he actually wants to leave the club because he hasn't been really fulfilled all the promises that were made to him when he did come. Anyways, on to Mehdi Benatia. Sky is reporting that Milan might hijack the Benatia deal from Juventus as they're close to the player, but nothing is signed Obviously, a player that Milan could definitely use. I mean, Benatia would be a great partner for Romagnoli, should we not sign the likes of Musacchio or any other center backs along that sort of caliber. But, regardless, I think Benatia would be a great player as well. He's not the most stable players in the form of, thing of injuries, but I definitely think that Benatia could be a player that Milan could definitely use. But at his age, he will be looking for Champions League football. I don't think he would necessarily sign for Milan if it was up to him. I think he'd rather play for Juventus. Having the Champions League action, possibly switching around with Barzagli. Obviously, getting at that old age, he's going to need somebody to rotate with, and maybe Rugani isn't up to the plate as of yet. So that's why Juventus would be going after someone like Benatia. But I don't know if he'd be willing to sacrifice at this point in his career not playing Champions League football, and I do think that would be a big, big factor for him. I don't necessarily think we will sign him, but if we do, I'm definitely for it. I think Benatia is a great player, and I think Milan could definitely sign somebody very, very good. So leave your comments down below what you think about Benatia and Pjaca as well as Baca. So let me know what you guys think about all those deals down below. Do you think that we should spend on a player like Pjaca? Do you think we should hijack the deal for Benatia instead of going for somebody like Musacchio? Leave it all down in the comments down below. And as usual, Forza Milan.